Good morning, students. Today we will start first chapter of class 12, that is relations and functions. Before starting relation, first of all we will discuss about Cartesian product of sets. If A and B are two non-empty sets, then set of all ordered pair AB such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B is called Cartesian product of set A and set with set B and is denoted by A cross B. A cross B is nothing but a set containing ordered pair AB such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. Now we have an example: A containing two elements 1 and 2, B containing two elements 0 and 1, then A cross B is what? So in A cross B, first element comes from set A, that is 1 0, 1 1, 2 0 and 2 1. Next you can try that. A is 1 2 3 and B is 3 4 5. Then you have to find out what is A intersection B cross A. First of all you will have to find out A intersection B. What is A intersection B here? A intersection B is 3 here and A is 1 2 3. So A intersection B cross A is 3 1 3 2 and 3 3. Third example is A is a set in which x belongs to R and x is from 0 to 1 and B is another set. So then A cross B is the set among which of the following option? Inside the rectangle having vertex at this center, there are 4 options. So A represents the region in which the point we have 0 0 and 1 0, and B represents the line segment joining 0 minus 1 and 0 1. So A cross B represent in xy plane lying inside the rectangle having the vertices 1 1 0 1 0 minus 1 and 1 minus 1. Now if A cross B is empty set if and only if either A equal to phi or B equal to phi. In general, A cross B is not equal to B cross A, and we can check this by taking an example. A cross B containing ordered pair AB and B cross A containing ordered pair BA. So AB and BA are not equal. They are equal if and only if corresponding elements are equal, that is A equal to B. Now some laws from class 11th. If A, B, C, D are any 4 sets, then the following are useful results on Cartesian product, that is A cross B union C is A cross B union A cross C. A cross B intersection C is A cross B intersection A cross C. A cross B minus C is A cross B minus A cross C. A cross B is equal to B cross A if implies A equal to B. A is subset of B. Then A cross A is subset of A cross B intersection B cross A, as well as for C. If A is subset of B, C is subset of D, then A cross C is subset of B cross D. A cross B intersection C cross D is A intersection C cross B intersection D. And 9th and 10th are A cross B dash union C dash complement is A cross B intersection A cross C, and A cross B dash intersection C dash whole complement as A cross B union A cross C. If A and B have n element in common, then A cross B and B cross A have n square elements in common. You can check with an example. Take A 1 to 3 and B 2 4. Now find A cross B and B cross A, so you will get the answer. Now what is relation? Relation is nothing but if A and B are two sets, then relation is nothing but a subset of their Cartesian product, that is A cross B. And if AB belongs to R, then we can write it as A is related to B. If AB is not belongs to R, we can write A is not related to B, and we say that A is not related to B by the relation. Now we have an example. You have to check that example. A is this, B is this, then which of the following is a relation? Now what is if A and B are two finite sets of M and N elements, then A cross B consists how many elements? M n elements. Now we have to find total number of subset. It is nothing but power set of a set. If a set containing n elements, then how many elements are there in the power set? It is nothing but 2 is to power n. So if the set containing mn elements, then the total number of subsets are 2 is to power mn. And number of proper subsets and number of improper subsets, you can check how many are there. Domain and range. What is domain and what is range? In class 11th we have discussed about domain and range. If R is a relation from A to B, then set of all first components or coordinates of the ordered pair belonging to R is called domain, and while the second are called codomain. We will discuss a relation between range and codomain when we will discuss function. Now inverse relation, as it is clear, the word inverse. What is the meaning of inverse? Inverse is nothing but we have to reverse the order pair. That is, if relation is from A to B, then R inverse is from B to A. Relation on a set, let A be any non-empty set, then a relation from A to A itself is called a relation on set A. Given an example, you can check that example. Void relation, a relation that is empty, is called void relation. That is, no element is there in this relation. Universal relation, the largest relation, that is A cross B. If only we have one set, then A cross A is the universal relation. Identity relation is the relation of an element with same element. No elements are there which are not same. Example is given, if A is 1 2 3 4, then 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 is the identity relation, whereas these relations are not identity. Reflexive relation is same as that identity relation, but there is some difference. A relation R on set A is said to be reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. All another elements can also come in this relation. The identity relation on a set is always reflexive, but a reflexive relation need not to be identity. A relation R on a set is not reflexive if there exists an element A belongs to A such that AA is not belongs to R. Next is symmetric relation. Symmetric relation on set A is defined as if AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R. A is related to B implies B is related to A. It follows the above definition on a relation A is symmetric if relation is equal to R inverse. Identity and universal relation on a set are always symmetric. Now an example, and this example is from class 11th, example number 1 and example number 2. You can check that examples. Last one is transitive relation. A relation R on a set is said to be transitive if AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then AC belongs to R, all ABC belongs to A. Antisymmetric relation, if AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R, then A equal to B. That is called antisymmetric. Equivalence relation, a relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, is called equivalence relation. Now an example, you can check that example, and there are some useful results on equivalence relation. The intersection of two equivalence relation on a set is always equivalence, but the union of two equivalence relation on a set is not necessarily universal equivalence relation. The inverse of equivalence relation on a set is also an equivalence relation, and a relation R on a set A is symmetric if and only if R is equal to R inverse. That's all for the relation and its type. Now yesterday we have discussed about some questions based in NCERT exercise 1, and homework is of 10 questions, first 10 questions. Today we will discuss about next questions of exercise 1, that is we have to prove a relation, that is equivalence relation.